Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Conversations with a Friend. Sorry if the phone is kind of shaking. Hopefully it'll stop in a second, but also sorry about the voice. I hope you can still hear me. Allergies are just killing me right now. But anyway, it's been a few days, so I'm back, and actually I am doing things a little bit differently. I have my phone right here, so I have some notes on here that I'm going to use. I'm using a very old phone. It's not that old, it's like an iPhone 12. But anyway, let me take a sip of my water. Stay hydrated, kids. Anyway, so where are we gonna start? Trying to be a little bit more structured, but we're just gonna go right into it. So the other day I did another reading. I'm doing like a reading a week just to like keep me motivated, and then with my crystals and my candles and all that, and I'm trying to remember exactly everything that was, God, Lord help me. But anyway, so yeah, I did that the other day, and I'm trying to remember exactly. It's kind of like, honestly, the theme for like everything recently has just been new beginnings. And actually, so I am a recovering people pleaser, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. And I felt compelled to talk about that today because that is kind of one thing that I'm working on right now. Sorry, I got a text. Because I'm honestly still pretty bad at it, but I'm getting better and I'm working on myself. And the other day when I was doing my reading, I had kind of like this, I guess, realization and this idea. And let me get my notes out, because I put it in my notes, so I can just go back and look at it. But anyway, basically, I was always giving 100% of myself to someone else. I was always, that's kind of what went wrong in my past relationship. I was just always draining myself to give, and give, and I wasn't getting anything. So it was like I was always giving. And so like 100% of myself was used up. I was not using any of that 100% for myself. And so I kind of came up with this like a system, I guess you could say, where you are guaranteeing yourself something. And like, consider, let me go back to this. I'll just read a little bit of this. Over the last year, I have learned the effects of giving too much of yourself. It's draining and it's not a good way to live. I have implemented a strategy to make sure I'm giving all of myself to everyone, but to make sure I'm not giving all of myself to everyone but myself. So basically, you have 200%. And the idea is you are splitting 100% of that amongst people around you, but then you are also making sure to give yourself a percentage as well. So for example, like if my mom is sick one week and my sister needs a babysitter that week, I will give like 60% to each of them. That's 120%. That leaves 80% for myself. Because, you know, you have to make sure you are leaving something for yourself. You cannot give all of yourself to someone else, or like multiple people. Cause like before, I was giving like 70% to 3 different people, leaving me a negative amount. And also, it's very important to remember that if it is a reciprocated situation, you can give a little bit more because you are also getting. So like, let's say I am giving a total of 210%. Let's say 70% to 2 different people, 70% to me. So 210%. And usually that's way too much. But let's say one of those people are giving in return. So that kind of like helps a little bit. And you're not draining yourself as much. And honestly, it's always good to leave some of that 200% empty. Don't give, well, I guess in that case, I guess you are giving yourself like, so if you're not using 100%, that 100% is just going to go to yourself. But, because you always need to make sure you are prioritizing yourself, and then, everyone else goes second in a way. So like sometimes it would be nice to have weeks where you are giving 50% of yourself to someone, and the 150% is all you, because you deserve a little bit more. You deserve the extra care, because at the end of the day, you have to nurture yourself. Don't nurture other people. They're supposed to nurture, like, they're supposed to take care of themselves. And it's always nice to help people. It's always nice to be there for people. But when it becomes a situation where they are expecting it from you, dial it back a little bit. It's important they have to understand that you only have a certain amount to give to them, and you have to give some to yourself. They have to understand that one day you might be able to give them 70%, but the next day you might only be able to give them 40. Next day you might only be able to give them 20. Sometimes you might be able to give them 0. It's just gonna happen. Like, I have people who have lives, like I have friends who have lives. I don't talk to them every day. I'm not always, we're not always in contact, but I understand that some of them have children that they have to give their percentage to. Sometimes they have a spouse they have to give their percentage to, and they're around those people every single day. So it's almost guaranteed there is a percentage that they are going to be giving to them. So you're not always going to get anything from, like, you have to understand that, like, everyone has to fend for themselves sometimes. And you know, it's great to like go out to eat with your friends and things like that, but also you could go out to eat by yourself. You could go get your own food, pay for it yourself, go watch a movie, go do things, and there we go. Your percentage is going to you. And I'm very expressive, so I think at this point I'm just gonna have to realize that the car is gonna shake, so the phone is gonna shake, and that's okay. But yeah, you just have to remember that 200%, or like if you want to make it even, like, I guess if you want to be a little bit more strict, you can only give 100%, and then so you can only give like 20, 30, 40% to other people, because that other amount has to go to yourself. But the idea is you have 100% to give to other people. But there are times where you should not give that 100% to other people, and you should give it to yourself. But anyway, let me see if there's anything else that I wrote that I haven't said. I guess like in the situation where you know, you're giving 210% to 3 different people, 70% each. Slice that in half. 35, 35, 35. You give 95 to yourself. Problem solved. Okay. Let me see. I brought my little journal thing with me, but I really don't think I've written in it. We're gonna see. We're not reading that one. God. I don't think I've anything new. Wait. Oh, we're definitely not reading that one. No offense, but there are some things that should not be on YouTube. Honestly, it was mostly just related to my past situation, but some of it was a little too private. Well, honestly, I think we're gonna go ahead. I'm going to try to pull a manifestation card every video now, just because I think it's a cool idea to like have something to focus on for the day. And so yeah, so this will technically be for tomorrow because it'll be posted tomorrow on Tuesday, November 5th. Go out and vote anyway. So yeah, let's see. I just kind of do this until a card falls out. Usually, sometimes a card just calls out and I grab it, but wait. This one almost fell out, but I caught it off of instinct, so we'll do this card. Okay. Lighten up. There is a car driving by. Let me grab the booklet, even though it's kind of self-explanatory what that one means. Whoa, you almost went tumbling. Oh God, and there the card goes. Oh Lord. So, don't take things too seriously. I actually got this one the other day, so I kind of remember it, but you know, I'm just gonna go find it. There's a lot of cards to remember. Okay, what's happening for you right now can turn out well, but you need to find a balance. Balance. See? Anyway, between the light and the dark of the situation. Wasn't even going in that direction, but still. Get in touch with some lighter and happier feelings to clear away any energetic debris that may have grown out of your fears. That said, this isn't about glossing over any dramas and pretending all is well if it isn't. A positive attitude towards life now will help clear away any upsets. I think that's very important. It kind of goes back to like law of attraction. If you are constantly talking about the negative, baby, you're going to get the negative. So it's time to, you know, lighten up a little bit. I'm being a little loud, sorry. Time to lighten up a little bit. If you are, you know, like constantly writing down like what you want as if you already have it. If you are having fun with yourself, not like off days, just a little sleep. Don't get me wrong. There are some times where rotting is good, but there are also some people who rot all the time. And if you just lay in bed all day, if I do that, I like beat myself up, which is not good, but I'm like, God, I could have done this today. I could have done that today. I could have been doing this. Again, that's not good either. But there are some downsides to constantly doing that on your off days. Go out and do something for yourself. It doesn't have to be something where you're necessarily like running errands, which I mean that can also be kind of therapeutic to do that by yourself, but it could also be going to get yourself some food, going to the movies, going skating, going bowling. There's not, I'm trying to think of other things to do around here, but that's kind of it. Going like out of town for the day. Yeah, things like that. Just being with yourself for a little bit, you know? And so yeah, I think that's it for me today. I'm just gonna do this very quick because my voice is not feeling it today. Peace out. Love you. Have a good day. Hopefully the camera quality isn't like awful because again, this is an old phone, but yeah, peace out.